This might be the most natural looking install I've ever done. No closure, no full sewing, just a blend so good that I actually had to double check that it was still my extensions. So in this video, I'm walking you through a full hybrid sewing using CURLSQUEEN's Light Yaki tape-in extensions, tape-ins in the front, and the sewing in the back. So if you're tired of wigs and you want a protective style that actually blends and love a good soft glam moment, this one's for you. So after taking out my last hairstyle, I really wanted something that was low maintenance but still cute and natural looking. I wanted it to still feel protective without hiding all of my hair. So when CURLSQUEEN reached out, I knew it was the perfect time to try something new. 2 bundles and tape-ins, and I specifically got a texture that would match my natural hair as closely as possible, because if you get something that does not match your hair texture, you are more liable to put more heat on your hair because you really want that blend. Then I'm going in with the Amika Frizz Me No while I blow dry. I like to use this product because if I'm leaving hair out, the frizz cannot be an option for me, especially with the months getting warmer. Before I get into this install, I'm starting with Sacred Edge Drops on my edges. I've been reaching for this a lot lately to keep my hairline healthy and strong. As you guys know, I had box braids in, and y'all, I lost a lot of my edges. So right now we are on Operation Grow the Edges back. So that is also why we're leaving out the front section of my hair. As I always say, a good install is only as good as the hair underneath, and I've been so intentional about caring for mine. Now for the braiding pattern, I kept it simple. I was gonna do a beehive, but then I said, nah, I'm gonna just do straight backs. So I had Bree braid me down some straight backs so that everything would lay flat and be so easy to work with. So while that's setting, I'm gonna go ahead and thread my needles. I highly recommend this, guys. This is always a time saver. I don't wanna stop halfway through the sewing just to keep on threading my needles. So I like to do it all at the start so that I can just go ahead and seamlessly sew in everything. As we're sewing, let me just tell you guys some helpful tips. Now, I did go ahead and double every single weft, which is what made my hair so full in the back. I also am starting off the weft single. So make sure you are watching this part carefully because I'm showing you exactly what I'm doing. I can show you better than I can explain to you. But I am starting off with the weft being single, and then I'll go in and seamlessly tuck that second weft behind so that it lays nice and flat. I'm going to continue doing this until I reach all the way to the top of my head. And I also want to mention, try not to overly curve, right? So when you get to the end, sometimes you want to curve. Like if you're doing an actual sewing, you would angle the hair going towards your face. Now, because we're only doing half of a sew-in, we still want it to lay natural and still be able to put it into like a low ponytail. So I don't recommend like overly angling the wefts to go towards your face. I think if you just angle them a bit, it will still fall the exact way that you want it to fall. Now it's time to start straightening the hair. I love using this Mizani product. It is like a thermal serum. I use this all the time when it comes to straightening my hair, because between this and the Amika paired together, guys, your hair is, I promise you, your hair will stay straight a lot longer and protect your hair. Because it's also like a heat protectant. It kind of doubles as a heat protectant as well. So protection, and then also keeping your hair straighter with less frizz even longer. Also, fun fact, if you wanted to actually wear your hair in a half up, half down, you could do that, because basically the whole back of your head is braided. So just want to throw that in there. But I did one side of my hair. These are all the tape-ins on the left side. And then we're going to go ahead and do the right. Make sure you part where you see that part is. Look at the screen. I bought these Velcro things from Amazon. I actually bought an Amazon tape-ins toolkit, and it was so easy and so inexpensive, but it made my life a lot easier versus using clips to separate my real hair. So just want to say that. Now I do want to say, you guys, I place these tape-ins in as if I was doing clip-ins or in between tracks. I know how I want it to be angled towards my face. I don't care to put my hair in a high ponytail, low ponytail, sure. So as you can see, I did start my tape-ins closer towards the ears, and then I am using this tool to just press it into place so that the tape-ins can really just seamlessly like click, you know, together. Once you get to the front, you might have to cut some tape-ins. That is totally okay, because you don't want it to be too close to your hairline. So remember I said we're working on hair growth. I don't want my tape-ins touching my most sensitive areas, which is around my perimeter of my head, aka my hairline. So I make sure I cut them so that we are still behind the hairline. But just follow what I'm doing, guys. That's the easiest way to say. But look how good it blends. Oh my God. I was melting when I was editing this. And the reason why I chose a hybrid sew-in is because I love how flexible it is, right? So I can still get the lightness from the tape-ins, I can change my parts around, but I don't have to worry about my entire hair being completely loose, you know? I had the back sewn up and part of the front left out. You also want to take not super thin pieces, but not too thick, or the tape-ins will not stick. I like to put the tape-in underneath first and then sandwich the top one and then squeeze it together. Some people will do the top one first and then the bottom one, but I find that if you're doing this on your own, it is pretty hard to do the top and then the bottom. So for me, bottom then the top, and then I flat iron as I'm going. So we are done with installing the tape-ins, guys. This just, it just felt so good. It's so full. The sun was moving, so you might see this video go from dark to light, light to dark. At this point, it's about 5 p.m. So I'm totally sorry for the inconsistencies in the lighting, but this looks so good. I did go ahead and layer it. I was basically in a rush at this point because I had to go to the hospital. So I trimmed it that way on purpose so that I could know how short I wanted the hair from the back. And then I went ahead and reworked my trims. So don't layer like this. I don't recommend. I have videos on how to layer properly, and I totally think you guys should look at that, but I know what I'm doing, so I'm doing it for what works for me. And then I did wear it straight for a couple of days. I really wanted to see how I would like it, and absolutely loved it. As you can see, I left out a little bit of hair in the back as well. I left out the smallest amount of hair in the back on purpose because back there is breaking as well, and so when it is braided up, I find that it tends to break more. So I left out more hair in the back so that I could nurse it while I am wearing this hairstyle. It was so beautiful. And then I have my products. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of edge control from, I forget, I'll put it on the screen. And I have a product from Briogeo. So I'll add both of those on the screen, but I love those two for like edges, and they don't like leave a greasy feel. And this is what it looks like on day 1. This is day 4, and I just decided to curl it. I just love it. It looks so good. This is it in its middle part, and then I'm gonna show you it in its side part. Okay, so that was the full install. My hybrid sewing using CURLSQUEEN's Light Yaki tape and extensions and their weft bundles. I think what I just love about this hair is it's so full and soft. So I used about 1.5 bundles. I originally had 2 that were sent to me, and then I actually used a good amount of the tape-ins, and it still gave me a natural lightweight feel without skimping on the volume. And of course, as I keep saying, the blend is flawless, guys. There are no tangles and barely any shedding. Honestly, probably no shedding at all that I've noticed, and the texture again matches perfectly. It was also surprisingly very easy to install. I feel like sew-ins just take me so long sometimes, and just having a half a head to sew in made it so much more easier for me to just get this process done even quicker, especially like if you're used to working with sew-ins or tape-ins separately. So I would rather do half and half than do a full head of tape-ins and a full head of a sew-in. So if you're looking for something protective, natural looking, and low maintenance, I'd absolutely recommend this combo. Again, everything that I used is linked in the description box below. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more soft, elevated hair and wellness content. I'll see you in the next one.